There are different DAX operators we have, like these types of operators. First type of operators we have is arithmetic operators, guys. So how we have the operators in other languages? Any computer language will find the operators. How we will find operators in any other computer language? The same way we'll have in DAX also. So if you want to add do addition in the DAX, you can use plus. If you want to do subtraction, you can use this. For multiplication, division. So if you want one column to the power of another column, you can use this operator, guys. So we already seen it. So we already used this plus. Let us see. Let me open Power BI Desktop. Let me bring some tables into Power BI. Click on Get Data, Excel. I'll bring it from EMP DEPT. EMP table, DEPT table, and managers table. Click on Load. I'll even bring some more tables from Sample Superstore. Click on Get Data, Excel, Sample Superstore. Open. I'll bring all the 3 tables. Click on Transform Data. Close will apply. Fine. So already we seen it. So when I want to show total salary, I want to derive one new column here, total salary. So where I need to sum salary plus commission. So for every row, when you need one value, click on new column, and you can give any column name here. Any name you can give it. Before equal to any name I can give total salary. After equal to, I can write salary column plus commission column. Look at this here. The plus is an arithmetic operator, DAX arithmetic operator. So press enter. We can get our output total salary, right? Same way, I have orders table. In the orders table, I have sales, I have quantity. I want to get unit price. I have sales amount, I have quantity. So I want to get unit price, sales by quantity. So if you want to divide, you can use this operator, guys. So for every row in the orders table, for every row I need one value. For every row again, you need to click on what? New column. What I need to derive here is unit price. Unit price. Just go here. You can simply use sales column divided by quantity column. Quantity column, guys. Press enter. When you press enter, you'll get sales divided by quantity. So 77.88 divided by 2, 38.94. Right, like this, based on our requirement, we can use any of these arithmetic operators. So in the future, while writing the formulas, you will understand. The next one is comparison operators. Comparison operators. So there are comparison operators like equal to. For not equal to, you can use this operator. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So whenever you need to write some formula, sometimes you will make use of this. Take an example. I want to increment the salary. So there is an EMP table. I want to derive one revised salary column, where I want to increment 10th department employees salaries to 1000. All these 10th department salaries I want to increment by 1000. And remaining all the departments I need to show the same salary. Understand, guys? So when you want to increment only 10th department employees salary to 1000, remaining all the employees, you need to keep it as this. I want to derive a new column, a conditional column. This time, again for every row I need one value, but only 10th department employees I need to increment it. Remaining employees I need to keep it as it is. Click on new column. For every row I need one value. I can give the column name as whatever I want. I can give it as revised salary or salary, and I can write the formula. Here I'll use one DAX function with the name if, guys. In the coming classes I'll explain what is that if. I'll use one DAX function with the name if. When you use if, in the if function you can write one logical test, and if this test is true, you can pass one expression. If this test is false, you can pass another expression here. So anyway, how if will work, I'll discuss in the coming classes. For now, our concentration will be on comparison operators, how they will help us. So as I want to increment only 10th department employee salaries, so I can write if department number equal to 10. If this condition is true, department number equal to 10. If this condition is true, what I need to do? If this condition is true, I want to increment the salary by 1000, guys. Salary, take the salary column, and to that salary add 1000. Else I want to show the same salary. Simple. When this condition is true, it will execute this expression. When this condition is false, it will execute this expression. Same salary it will show. Just close the bracket. So when I press enter, if you go and check, it will increment the salary for only 10th department employees. 10th department, 5000 plus 1000, 6000, 1300 plus 1000, 2300. For other departments, the salary is same, 800, 800, like this case. So if you observe here, I use a comparison operator called equal to. In this formula, we have a lot of things, guys. So in this formula, we have a lot of things. Let me show you. This is the formula I written. In this formula, a lot of things are there. What are the lot of things you have is, in this formula, first you have a DAX function. I used if. If is what? A DAX function. So I'm planning to derive some new information. While deriving the new information, what are the things I used? Let me show you. I used if. If we call it as what? A DAX function. We used if here. In this formula, we used if DAX function. Existing information. We used department number column and salary column. Here, department number column and salary column are existing informations. Department number, comma, salary column are existing informations. Yes. While writing the formulas, we'll use existing information also, like department number and salary. And we use operators. Equal to is comparison operator, plus is arithmetic operator. So we see, look at this, we are using two operators here, comparison operators and arithmetic operators. We use two operators, like equal to is one operator, comma, we use plus is another operator. Right. So, and we will use some constants also here. We call this 10 as constant. Department number equal to 10, some constant. 1000 is also a constant. You are adding to the salary column some 1000. It's also a constant. So even in the formulas, I said that previously, in the formulas we'll have DAX functions, we'll have operators, we'll have functions, Even along with the functions, you will even have constants also sometimes. But you don't want to read them. You don't want to try to understand them. So constants, just there are some numbers. So sometimes to achieve some requirement, we will use constants. Here we are planning to increment the salary by 1000. That means I want to use one constant in the formula, 1000 here. Yes, we have some constants, 1000, 10. We call it as constants, guys. So on the whole, when we need to write the formula, these are the four things we will use, guys. To derive any new information, when we write any formula, on the whole, you will find these four things: existing information, DAX functions, operators, and constants. operators and constants. Right, guys? So this is the second category of operators we have. So there are many cases we'll use them, guys. Second category of operators we have. Let me explain other scenario. So where we will use this comparison operators. Where we'll use this comparison operators. The next one I want is, I want to derive a salary range column. I want to derive a salary range column. Wherever the salary is less than 3,000, I want to show, wherever the salary is less than 3,000, I want to show it as low salary. Wherever the salary is greater than or equal to 3,000, I want to show high salary. Here I want to derive one conditional column. Salary range column, I need to derive it. For every row, I need one value. I need to compare the salary and I need to tell whether it is low salary or high salary. For every row, when I need a value, select the table, click on new column, guys. Just click on new column. And the column I need to derive is salary range. Salary range column. I can go and write the formula if. So if when you want to test some conditions, you need to go with if function, guys. If I want to write the condition based on salary column. If salary is less than 3,000, I want result as low salary. Whenever you need to give some text information, you need to write text information in double quotes, guys, in the DAX. So when this condition is true, I want to write a text called low salary. Whenever you need to write some text, hard coded text, you need to give it in double quotes in DAX. Low salary, just write low salary. So when this condition is false, I want high salary. Just write like this, high salary. Press enter, guys. Just close the bracket, press enter. So look at this, 2450 is less than 3,000, you got low salary. 5,000 is greater than or equal to 3,000, you got high salary here. Look, for every row it will execute and it will give the output. Now you are using another comparison operator called less than. So we will see how to use all these comparison operators in the later classes. Just understand at a high level, we have comparison operators. Then we have text concatenation operators. When you want to concatenate one column with another column, you can use text concatenation operator. Look at this. I have a orders table. From the orders table, I want to derive quarter. So if you want to derive the quarter from the orders table, so that means this July 17 will comes under which quarter? It comes under quarter 3. December 21st comes under which quarter? It comes under quarter 4. I want to derive quarter here. To derive the quarter, select the orders table, click on new column. For every row, when you need one value, click on new column. In the new column, I need to derive the quarter here. To derive the quarter, so I'm deriving, just giving the name as QTR. So if you want to derive the quarter, we have a DAX function with the name quarter function, guys. There is a DAX function with the name quarter. So I'm just passing to that quarter function. I'll just, from which you need to derive quarter, from ordered data. Just pass ordered data. Order data. When you pass ordered date here, from the ordered date column, it will derive what? Quarter. It will derive the number 1. For January, it will derive January to March, it will give quarter number 1. April, May, June, it will give quarter number 2. So till quarter 4, it will give. When I press enter, it will give the numbers, guys. But rather than having the numbers here, I'm planning to have QTR 3, QTR 4. I want to have some text. This function will just give quarter, guys. So before that, I am planning to have what here? I want to concatenate quarter. So I want to see it as QTR 1, QTR 2, QTR 3. I just want name, quarter name in there. So when I just show 1, 2, 3, 4, people will not understand what that 1, 2, 3, 4 is. When I add some QTR before it, they will understand their quarters. Now I want to concatenate some text like this. So any hard-coded text, I said that what? You need to give it in double quotes, guys. Any hard-coded text, if you want to write in DAX formulas, you need to give it in double quotes. To this hard-coded text, I need to concatenate this result. I need to concatenate this result. I can go and use ampersand here. Ampersand. Press enter. Ampersand. Look at this time. You got what? QTR 3. So I'm concatenating. It will give quarter number. To that I am concatenating a text called QTR. Whenever you need to give any hard-coded text, place it in double quotes. Place it in double quotes. Then we have logical operators, guys. So once after the text concatenation operators, we have logical operators. Logical operators. So sometimes I want to increment the salary. Take an example. I want to increment the salary for both 10th department and 20th department. 10th and 20th department with 1000, guys. Both 10th and 20th, I need to increment by 1000. Remaining all the departments, I need to show the same salary. When you want to increment the salary for both 10th and 20th, how to increment it? Previously, I incremented for only 10th. For every row, I need one value. Click on new column. For every row. So I need to revise the salary for both 10th department as well as 20th department. Both 10th and 20th. I can give any name, guys, here. For both on 10th and 20th, I need to increment the salary. I can take same if function. This time, I want to increment the salary for not only for department number equal to 10. When I just write department number equal to 10, when I write salary plus 1000, else the same salary, it will increment for only 10th department. This formula will increment for only 10th department. This time, I not only want to increment for only 10th department, I even want to increment the salary for 20th department also. 20th department also. When you want to even increment the salary for 20th, you need to use a logical operator here, OR operator. Double pipe is the OR operator in the DAX. Double pipe. I need to use logical operator. Just go here, use double pipe. So I want to increment the salary for not only 10th department or department number equal to 20. Department number equal to 20. So this time, this formula, what it will do is, I used OR logical operator. It will increment the salary for 10th department as well as it will increment the salary for 20th department also. Department number equal to 20. OR. So if you go and run this formula, previously if you see, it is incrementing for only 10th department. 20th department, the values are same here. The values are same, 3000. But when you run this formula, it will even increment for this 20th department also. Press enter. It will execute the formula. Look at this now, it got incremented for 10th department as well as it got incremented for 20th department also. 3000 plus 1000, 4000. Right? So this is a logical operator, guys. If any one of the condition is true, if you want to evaluate an expression, we can use OR logical operator. We'll discuss in the later classes. The same way, we have AND logical operator. If both the conditions are true, sometimes you need to evaluate an expression. So if both the conditions are true, I want to evaluate an expression. This is revising the salary for both 10th and 20th departments. This time the requirement is, I want to increment the salary for 30th department. In the 30th department also, I need to increment the salary for only salesmen. In 30th department, I have different jobs. I have salesmen, I have manager, I have clerk. I don't want to increment the salary for managers and clerks. In 30th department, I want to increment the salary for only salesmen. Only salesmen. This time, if both the conditions are true, if you want to evaluate an expression, you can go with a double ampersand, guys, here. Let me explain. Let me copy this. This time, my requirement is not something. I don't want to increment salary for all the 30th department. Let me write, for every row, I need one value. Only when the department number is 30 and the job is salesman, I need to increment the salary by 1000. Remaining all other cases, I need to keep the same salary. Again, for every row, I need one value. Click on new column. This time, revise the salary for department number equal 30 and salesman's and job equal to salesman. Both the conditions. If, when I go and write if department number equal to 30, comma, increment the salary by 1000. Increment the salary by 1000. Else, show the same salary. When I do like this, what it will do is, it will increment for all the 30th department employees. It will increment the salary for what? All the 30th department employees. So 1600, 26, 1250, 2250. So even when the job is manager, 2850, 3850. Even when the job is clerk, 950, 1950. But this is not my requirement. I want to increment the salaries for only 30th department salesmen. For managers and clerks, I need to see the same salary. For that, I want to check two conditions. First condition is department number equal 30. Second condition is job equal to salesman. Both should be true. When both are true, you need to use an operator called double ampersand, guys. Double ampersand. So under logical operator, guys. And department number equal 30. And I want to write condition job equal to salesman. Salesman. In the DAX, when you want to pass any text, you need to pass in where? Double quotes. Just press enter, guys, this time. This time when you press enter, if both the conditions are true, then only it will give the output. If the both conditions are true, then only it will give the output. So look at this. Even now in the 30th department, when the job equal to salesman, it got incremented the salary by 26. So in the 30th department, when the job equal to manager 2850, you have 2850 only. We are not incrementing the salary here. For other departments, 10th department 2450, you are showing 2450 only. This time it will increment the salary for 30th department only salesmen's, guys. Only for salesmen. Like this, tomorrow when I am writing the formula based on our logic, what logic I want, I can go and use this logical operators also. So there is one more logical operator called in. When you want to write multiple OR conditions, we can go with in, guys. So department number equal 10. I want to increment the salary for 10th department as well as 20th department as well as 30th department. Instead of going and writing department number equal 10 or department number equal 20 or department number equal 30. So you are writing multiple OR conditions. So the simple way is, rather than using multiple pipe operators here, I can go and write just department number in 10, 20, 30. It is equivalent to this, guys. So it will give the better performance, and even the code is simple to understand. Code is simple to understand, guys. So whenever we need to write multiple OR conditions, if it is one OR condition, go with double pipe, fine. When you want to write more number of OR conditions, better to go with in operator. In the in operator, we want to open one flower bracket. I need to write all the values. The meaning is department number in 10 means, so department number equal to 10 or department number equal to 20 or department number equal to 30. So this is equivalent to this, guys. This is equivalent to this. Look at this here. This is equivalent to what means? This is equivalent to this. Both are same. So you can write department number equal 10, 20, 30. Instead of that, you can write just department number in 10, 20, 30. Right? Keep in mind, in operator can be used whenever you want to write multiple OR conditions. These are the logical operators we have. Anyway, we'll use all these operators in the going forward classes to write the formulas. So this time, there is no option in Power BI to format the DAX code, guys. Internally in Power BI, there is no option to format this DAX formula. So to understand this DAX formula in the much better way, there is one external tool called DAX Studio. So open Google and search for DAX Studio, guys. DAX or else DAX formatter. Search for DAX formatter. When you search for DAX formatter, Look at this. It will open one link. Open that link. So here you can paste your code. Look at this. So here you can paste your code. Let me open it again. So when I right click on it, open this DAX formatter. If you want to format your DAX code, you can just go here, make your DAX code easily to read. Paste your formula here and try. So sometimes when I write the formula here, so reading is not that much easy. So if you format it, it will give the better look for the formula. So we don't have any option in the Power BI to format it, but there is an external tool called daxformatter.com. So you can go to the Google and just search for DAX formatter, you will get it. When you go to the tool, so there it will ask you to paste your formula and click on format. It will give a formatted code. Let me show you. I'll copy this formula, Control C. I'll paste this formula here. Click on format. When you click on format, it will give the code in the better way. So you are writing, it is giving even some colors also. If department number equal to 10 or department number equal to 20, increment the salary by 1000, else same salary. So you can just copy this code. You can even write this code in the formulas. Control V. So here readability is good. So you will understand how good it will help us. How good it will help us, you will understand. So these are line numbers, guys. What you are seeing here is, those are just line numbers. Line 1, line 2, they're just numbers. If you add line 3, Alt Enter, and you click on Alt Enter, it will add line 3, line 4, line 5. You can add multiple lines in your, you can even write the formula in multiple lines. The next one is, you can even format this formula also. Let me copy this formula also, and Control Alt Control C. Just go here and let me remove this. Let me remove this for now. Delete and paste this format. Look at this here. So you can just copy it. So you will understand the importance of this. So you will understand when you are writing multiple lines of code, it will give the better look. Look at this. So here you are writing in the better way. Fine, same formula. There is no difference. Just it will format. This is the place where you need to format it, guys. This is all about DAX operators. The next one we need to discuss about is DAX functions. DAX functions. What are the different DAX functions we have? We'll go and see now. So whatever the DAX functions we have in DAX, we categorized into multiple categories, guys. So whatever the DAX functions we have, we categorize them into multiple categories. Let me show what are the different categories we have. Different categories of DAX functions. So we have text functions. All the DAX functions we categorized into text functions, logical functions, date and time functions, filter functions, mathematical and statistical functions, and time intelligence functions. These are the different DAX functions we have, guys. So we need to understand what are the text functions we have, when to use them. What are the logical functions we have, when to use them. Date and time functions, filter functions, mathematical and statistical functions, and time intelligence functions. So we'll start discussing one by one. First, we'll start discussing text functions. What are the different text functions we have? How to use them? Let me show you guys. So I'll copy some notepad here from this. I'll copy some notepad. I'll paste it here. First, we'll go and discuss about a category of functions called text functions. First, we'll start with simple text functions, and slowly we'll go and discuss other functions. So the first function we have is len function. In the text, the first function I'm going to discuss is len function. There are some cases where we need to get the length of the column. Take an example, I have an ename column. I need to get how many characters I have in the ename column. So if you want to get length of employee name column, any text column, I can just click on new column. New column. For every row, I need one value, and that is length of ename column, guys. If you want to get length of ename column, you can use a function called len function. len function. To that function, you can pass one text column, guys. Which column? See, when you use any DAX function, that will show, the DAX function will show you what is the argument you need to pass and what it will return. What is the argument it will pass? In the output, what you will get? It will return, guys. To the len function, the argument I need to pass is any text. Either a text column I can pass it, or either a hard-coded text I can pass it. Let's assume I will pass hard-coded text also. I'm passing my name. So it is a text, right? I'm just passing. To the len function, they ask me to just pass text. I'm passing it. So when I close this, it will return the number of characters in the text what you passed. How many characters you have in this text? In this text, I have 11 characters, guys. 11 characters. Space is also one character. 11 characters. Just close the bracket. Press enter. It will give the 11 characters here. So, or else, instead of passing a hard-coded text, we can even pass column name. I can just pass ename column, employee name column, and just close this. So for every row, it will take employee name and it will give the number of characters. See, previously when I give my name, all are 11. This time I'll not give my name. I'll give employee name, guys. So based on each row, Clark, how many characters? 5 characters. King, how many characters? 4 characters. Fine, guys. It will give the length. The same way. So there is concatenate function. You see an operator, right? So there is even, we have concatenate function also. If you want to concatenate 2 text strings, we can even go and use concatenate function. Let me show you. I want to combine here. There is a job column is there and employee name column is there. I want to show employee name hyphen job. So employee name hyphen job. King is what? Hyphen president. So I want to show king hyphen president. I'm just giving a dummy example here. So for every row I need one value again. I'll select employee table, click on new column. I want employee name hyphen and his job. I need employee name hyphen job, guys. So here previously we can even concat. I discussed about operator. Employee name, you can select ampersand. 1 ampersand, single ampersand is for concatenation. To the employee name, I need to concatenate what? Job column. Yes, job column. Press enter. Press enter. This time perfectly it is giving employee name and job concatenating, but I need a hyphen between them. Hyphen is another text. So you want to concatenate another text, case. 1 ampersand, you can concatenate 2 text. First, let me concatenate 1 hyphen. So whenever you need to have hard-coded text, where you need to keep it double quotes. This is a hard-coded text, right? Double quotes. Ename, just click on ampersand again. So see, let me run till here. When you run till here, to the ename, it will add 1 hyphen. To this text, I need to concatenate job this time. Job. When you concatenate one more text, you need to take 1 more hyphen. And this time the column is job column. Job. Press enter. It will give ename hyphen job. So whenever you need to concatenate 3 text, you need to go with 2 ampersands here. First text, second text, third text. Any hard-coded text, make sure to keep them in double quotes. Now, the same one, we can even get it using concatenate operator, guys. Concatenate operator. Click on new column. For every row, I need 1 value. Click on new column. The same result. So this time, I want ename hyphen job. This time using function, concatenate function. I'll use concatenate function this time. So there is a function with the name concatenate. When you take concatenate function, you can pass to this function, you can pass text column 1, text column 2. When you take any function, it will tell you what arguments you need to pass for that function. To this concatenate function, you need to pass 2 text columns. And what it will do is, it will join the 2 text strings into one string. This time I need to pass ename column and I need to pass job column. So when I do that, you'll get what? Side by side ename and job, you'll get it. But we don't like to see like this. We need to have hyphen between it, right? One concatenate function can concatenate only two texts. So first let me remove job here and let me go and have one hyphen here. This time what it will do is this concatenate function to the employee name, it will add one hyphen. Employee name, it will add one hyphen. To this result, I need to add job also. So this is one text column. To this text column, I need to add job to this result. So you want to take one more concatenate function this time. One more concatenate function. So to this concatenate function, the complete one is text one. The complete formula what I written is text one, comma, text two. So to this result, I need to concatenate what? Job. So this time it will give whatever the result we are expecting. When you have a function, when you have an operator, which one is best to use is operator, guys. When you use operator, code readability is easy. And not only that, so even people will tell that when you use operators, performance will be good. Just when you have both of them, you can go with operators. The next one is whenever I need substring, I can go with a function called left function. From the left side, I want few characters. When you want few characters from the left side, we can go with a function called left function. Let's assume I want first 4 characters from employee name. In every employee name, I just want first 4 characters. I can just click on new column. Click on new column. So first 4 characters I need from employee name. So when I want first 4 characters, there is a function with the name what? Left. When you take any function, it will tell us the arguments I need to pass. First one, I need to pass the text column. From which column? You need starting characters. So I need from employee name column. And how many characters you want from starting? From the starting, I want 4 characters. So one thing you need to observe here is, so there is some argument without square bracket. There is argument with square bracket. So text, if text column which you need to pass, it is not there in the square bracket. The number of characters I need to pass, this argument is there in the square bracket. What is the meaning? So fine, I'll discuss. For now, I need to get how many characters? 4. When I close this, what this formula will do? Clearly they mention here. Return the specified number of characters from the starting of the text string. From the starting, how many characters you specified, you'll get it. For now, 4 characters I have, I can run this. It will give, in every name, it will give first 4 characters. Now the question is, so what is this square bracket? Square bracket means it's an optional argument. The arguments which are in the square bracket, they're optional, guys. So the arguments which are there in the square bracket, they're optional. Optional. You might ignore it. So if there is any argument without square bracket, you need to mandatorily pass a value for that argument. If there is any argument with square brackets, there is no need, guys. Just close this. Just close this. You can run it. So when you stop passing the optional arguments, by default it will take some value. How many characters it is giving? From the left side, it is giving only 1 character. So when you don't pass any optional argument, by default they will take one default value. So this Microsoft already will set some default value for this. When you pass 4, it will give 4 characters. As this is an optional argument, you can ignore it. When you ignore the optional argument, it will take a default value called 1. In this formula, they set a default value 1. If you want 1 character from the left side, you don't need to pass it. If you want other than 1 character, 100% you need to pass it. This time I want 4 characters. I want to pass it. I want to pass it. Same way, I have write function. Write function will help us to give the ending characters. From the right side, how many characters you want. If you want to bring it, you can go with right function, guys. So take an example from the ending. I'm just giving a dummy example. I want some 3 characters from the ending. ARK. 3 characters I want from the ending. Click on new column, as we need for every row one value. And this time from the right, last 4 characters I want, or last 3 characters I want. So you have what? Right function this time. Right. So from which text column? Employee name column. How many number of characters you want? As this is an optional argument, when you ignore it, by default it will take 1, guys. As it is an optional argument, when you ignore it, it will take 1. So I want 3 characters, guys. Just close this. So look at this. You are getting ending 3 characters. In the Clark, ending 3 characters is ARK. Fine. If you want middle characters, there is a function with the name middle. Mid function. Mid function will give the middle characters in any name. Let's take an example. I want middle character starting from 2nd character to 3 characters. Starting from 2nd character, 3rd character, 4th character. I want middle text. Whenever you want middle values, I can go and take one function with the name mid function. Click on new column. Middle characters. I need middle characters. So just take mid function. For the mid function, you can pass what? Text column. From which text column you want middle characters? Okay, what is the start position? From there, how many number of characters you want? Let me write here. So I want from ename column. So starting from which character I want? In the ename column, I want starting from 2nd character. 2nd character. So you need to mention start position as 2. Start position as 2. From there, how many characters you want? Okay, starting from 2nd character. In every column, starting from 2nd character, how many you want? Number of characters. 3 characters. 1, 2, 3. So you need to give number of characters as 3 here. Just give 3. Just close it. Press enter. Look at this. It is just giving middle characters. Starting from the 2nd character, it is giving 3 characters. I'm asking in the middle, in the employee name, starting from the 2nd character, give me 3 characters. This is the starting character. Give me 3 characters. LAR. You are seeing the same thing in the output. And if you want to convert the text to uppercase, you can convert it. So I have one column where I have the text in the proper case or something. I have a customer name column. I have the customer name column in the proper case here. I want to convert it to the uppercase. For every row when I need value, click on new column. I just want to convert the customer name to uppercase. You can just use upper function. And to the upper function, you need to pass one text column. It will convert the text string to all uppercase. Just I'll pass customer name column, guys. Customer name column. So it will convert the complete customer name text to uppercase. Same way, if you want the text in the lower case, you have a function lower, you can convert it. Trim function. So sometimes when you get the column, in the column you might have the spaces. When you want to trim the spaces, you can go and use trim function here. Look at this here. I'll go and enter one data. So I'll add my name. So I will add one hard-coded text here. Just click on new column. I'll enter my name with spaces. So whenever we need to enter hard-coded value, double quotes, I'm giving some spaces in the starting, and I'm writing my name here. And the middle also I'm giving multiple spaces, and I'm writing my name. And even the end also I'm giving the spaces. I'm just creating one dummy column here with some spaces. Look at this here. In this column, you have spaces, guys. Starting you have spaces, middle you have spaces, and end you have spaces. I want to remove the spaces. If you want to remove the spaces, so click on new column. I want to trim the spaces in this column. You can use trim function. To the trim function, You can pass one column name, which I created now, spaces column. Just pass it. When you pass it, what this trim function will do? Remove all the spaces from the text string, except for a single space between the words. It will remove all the starting spaces. It will remove all the ending spaces. It will even remove the middle spaces also. It will keep only one space here. In the middle, you have multiple spaces now. It will keep only one space. Just close this, press enter. Look at this, it will remove the starting spaces. Look at this, I don't have any spaces in the starting. I don't have any space in the ending. But in the middle, it given one space. It given one space. So whenever we need to trim the spaces, in the DAX, you can use a trim function, substitute function. Whenever you need to substitute one text with another text, we can go and use the substitute function, guys. Look at this, I have an order ID column. In the order ID column, I have hyphens. I want to substitute hyphen with some other text here. So instead of hyphen, I need to give underscore. Take an example, I need to give underscore. Or instead of hyphen, I need to give comma. So if you want to substitute one text with another text, we have a function with the name substitute function, guys. Let me go here, click on new column. I can give any column name here, substitute. So you need to select on which text column you need to substitute the value. I need to substitute the values in order ID column. Order ID column. Just pass order ID. Order ID. And once you pass order ID here, what is the world text you want to substitute? In the order ID, what text do you need to substitute? I need to substitute hyphen. So pass the hyphen here. Look at this, hyphen. So always when you want to pass any hard-coded text, double quotes, don't forget to give double quotes. This text I need to substitute with what? What happened? So let me write the old text is hyphen, and the new text, you can observe it. Wherever you are seeing bold text, that means I am passing that argument now. So when I am here, this will become bold. When I am here, this will become bold. When I am here now, this is bold. That means I'm passing this argument now, new text argument. Look at this. When I'm in order ID, this is bold. When I'm this old text is bold. Now I need to give the new text. In the place of hyphen, what you need to substitute? In the place of hyphen, I need to substitute comma. So the last argument is there in what? Instance number is there in the square bracket. Square bracket means what? An optional argument. Just go here, close this, press enter. Press enter. Look at this now. Wherever hyphen is there, you got what? Comma. Wherever hyphen is there, we got comma. The same way, for every hyphen, it is substituting with comma. This time the requirement is, I don't want to substitute for every hyphen. I want to leave first hyphen as it is. Whenever second hyphen is there, for second hyphen, I need comma. This time, when you write the formula like this, wherever it find hyphen, it will give comma. But this time the requirement is not that. First hyphen, I need to leave it as it is. Only for second hyphen, I need to keep comma. For this time, how can I get it is, click on new column. Click on new column. This time, substitute only second time hyphen. So this time I can use same function, substitute function. The text is order ID. What column? Order ID column. Just take order ID column here. Let me take order ID column. And then what is the old text I need to substitute? As usual, hyphen. With what is the new text I need to substitute? Comma. And what is the instance number? So I don't want to substitute it for first hyphen. I want to substitute it for second, right? You need to mention instance number as 2. When you don't mention instance number, it will substitute for every hyphen. Just close this, press enter. Press enter. When you do that, first hyphen, it is leaving as it is this time. And only for second hyphen, it is giving with comma. It is giving with comma here. Fine. There are some times when you are showing account numbers, or when you are showing mobile numbers in the reports, we don't reveal all the number. We don't reveal all the number. If you observe account numbers, if you have 11-digit account number or something, first few numbers you'll see stars. Only they will reveal last few numbers like this. So the requirement is same here. I have order ID. Let's take this as account number. Let's take this as account number. I don't want to reveal all the number here. When I want to show this in the report, I just want to show only last 6 numbers. Remaining all I want to show with stars. Remaining all characters I want to show with stars. Starting from C, 1 character, 2nd character, 3rd character, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Till 8 characters, I want to show 8 stars. 8 stars. And I want to show only last 6 numbers. 6 numbers here. So whenever you have a requirement like that, this time this will not work. Substitute will not work. If you know old text, so what exactly you have there, and we can substitute with the new text. We can substitute with the new text. But unfortunately, so first 8 characters will not be constant always. So for order to order, the first 8 characters will change. For order to order, the first 8 characters will change. So when first 8 characters will change from order to order, so replace will not work. This time there is a function called, substitute will not work here. Substitute will not work. Substitute when it will work is if it's a constant text. So I have a constant text like this. I want to substitute first 8 characters with so and so. You can substitute it, one text with another text, but all the times first 8 characters will not be constant. This time you need to go with a function called replace function. Replace. So just click on new column. For every row I need one value. Replace function. Replace. I want to replace old text. Which text I want to replace? In which column you need to replace the text? Order ID column. Just pass order ID column here. Order ID column. Starting from which position you need to replace? Starting from first character I need to replace. Starting from first character. Starting from first character I need to replace. Starting from first character to how many characters? 8 characters. Starting from first character to number of characters is 8. So what you need to replace with? In the order ID column, starting from first character to 8 characters, you need to replace with what new text? The new text I need to replace is 8 stars. 8 stars. Just close this. This time this formula, what it will do is, for every row in the order ID column, starting from first characters to 8 character, it will replace with 8 stars. And remaining it will show as it is. Look at this. It is showing last 6 characters here. So you can show this in the reports. Sometimes we don't show all the complete account number. We'll show stars in the starting. You can go with replace here. So there is one function with the name blank. Blank. So what this blank function will do is returns a blank value. Sometimes we need to divide by 0. So there will be getting some divide by 0 errors. Take an example. I'm deriving sales by quantity. So when I am deriving sales by quantity, unit price, I am deriving unit price, I'm writing sales by quantity. If for some reasons quantity values are 0, if some reasons quantity values are 0, you'll get infinity in the output, right? So there are some cases while using some columns, in the columns, divide by 0 errors will come. Divide by 0. When divide by 0 errors are coming, divide by 0 errors will come. So infinity you will get in the output. When you get infinity in the output, we cannot go and use that column in any formulas. Let's take an example. I derived unit price here. If you observe here, I derived unit price here. For some reasons, the quantity is coming as 0. So for some reasons, quantity is coming as 0 here. Take an example 0. You'll get what in the output? You'll get infinity in the output. When you have infinity in the output, you cannot use this column in any arithmetic calculations. When you use it, you'll get infinity only. So you need to avoid it. Even though I'm getting 0 in the quantity, I don't want to show it as infinity. I want to show some other value. So what you can do is, this time, for some reasons, I'm getting in quantity column, I'm getting zeros. In the quantity column, I'm getting zeros. When quantity column is coming as 0, this formula will return infinity, but I'm not expected to see infinity here. What I can do is I can redefine this formula in such a way like this. If quantity is coming as 0, quantity column is coming as 0, for some reasons quantity value is coming as 0, and show blank value in the output, else show this calculation, simple. What this will do is, I'm using one blank function, guys. Here returns a blank value. Blank function will return a blank value, and usage of when we will use it is, it will avoid divide by 0 errors. For some reasons in the denominator you are getting zeros, so in that case I will directly pass blank values, otherwise I will perform the calculation. So this time quantity equal to 0, it will return blank, otherwise it will perform this calculation. Press enter here. When I press enter, look at this time, what it will do is, it will not give any infinities. For some reasons, if you are even getting quantity as 0, you will not get infinity in the output. You will get blank value. When it is infinity, performing calculations is difficult. When it is blank, no problem. So it can perform the calculation on it. Just go here. So now anyway, I don't have zeros in the quantity. Let me change it to 2. Now when quantity equal to 2, what it will return in the output? Blank value. Here quantity is 2, it will return blank. When quantity is other than 2, it will perform this calculation. Just press enter here. Wherever quantity is 2, what it is returning? Blank value in the output. The blank function will return a blank value in the output. So this is not the scenario here. Whenever quantity is coming as 0, show the blank value in the output, otherwise perform this calculation. This is the blank function, guys. These are the different text functions we have. Tomorrow we'll discuss about important category of functions called logical functions. Text functions, very rarely we might use it. So all other functions are important. We'll use it many cases. Text functions, very rarely we'll use it. Tomorrow we'll go and discuss about logical functions. Now I'll publish
this conference is no longer being recorded.